He worked 16 hours a day, 3 jobs, 7 days a week. No weekends, no breaks, no life. His bank account, $400. She worked 6 hours a day, one business, 40 days off per week. Her bank account, $40,000 a month. Same city, same skills, different results. This is the story of what hard work actually means, and why everything you were told about it is wrong. Meet Carlos Martinez, 29 years old, living in Chicago. Job 1, warehouse worker, 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. Job 2, Uber driver. 3 p.m. to 9 p.m. Job 3, food delivery, 10 p.m. to midnight. 16 hours every single day. Carlos believed in hard work. His father told him, "Work hard, you'll succeed." His teachers told him, "Hard work pays off." Society told him, "Hustle, grind, no excuses." So he hustled, he ground, he had no excuses. And after 2 years of this, he was exhausted, broke, and falling apart. His body hurt. His relationships were dead. His mental health was collapsing. But the worst part, he blamed himself. "I'm not working hard enough," he thought. "I need to do more." Until one night, everything changed. The crisis, it was a Tuesday, 11:45 p.m. Carlos was delivering his last order of the night. He pulled up to a luxury apartment building, handed the food to a woman about his age. She smiled, said thank you, tipped him $5. As he walked back to his car, he looked up at the building. Lights on in expensive apartments. People living completely different lives. And something broke inside him. "What am I doing wrong?" He whispered. He sat in his car and cried. Not because he was weak, because he was exhausted from being strong. He'd done everything right, worked harder than everyone he knew, never complained, never quit, and he had nothing to show for it. That night, Carlos made a decision. He couldn't keep living like this. Something had to change, but he had no idea what. The encounter the next day, Carlos was driving Uber. He picked up a passenger, woman in her late 30s, calm, professional. She was on a call. Carlos overheard. "Just push the meeting to Thursday. I'm taking tomorrow off." Tomorrow off, on a Wednesday. Carlos couldn't remember his last day off. When the call ended, the woman noticed Carlos looking tired. "Long day, say?" she asked. "Long year," Carlos said. They started talking. Her name was Nina. She ran a digital marketing agency, worked from home, 6 hours a day, made more in a month than Carlos made in a year. Carlos couldn't help himself. "How? I work 16 hours a day, 3 jobs, I'm barely surviving." Nina looked at him carefully. "Can I tell you something that might sound harsh?" Carlos nodded. "You're not working hard, you're working blind." The framework, Nina asked Carlos to pull over. They sat in the car for 20 minutes, and she taught him 3 laws that changed everything. Law 1. Hard work without leverage is just exhaustion. You're trading time for money, Nina said. 16 hours for maybe $300. That's $18 an hour of your life. There's a ceiling. You can't work more than 24 hours, so you'll always be capped. Carlos felt it land. So what do? You stop selling hours. You start selling value. Or you build systems that work without you. Law 2. Direction beats speed. You're running fast in the wrong direction, Nina continued. Warehouse work, Uber, delivery, these are designed to keep you running. They need your time. The moment you stop, the money stops. You're on a treadmill, but I need money now. I know. But if you don't change direction, 5 years from now, you'll still be here, just more tired. Law 3. Skills compound. Hours don't. Every hour you work at the warehouse teaches you nothing new, Nina said. Year 1, you learn the job. Year 2 through 10. Same job, no growth. But if you spent 2 hours a day learning a skill that scales copywriting, design, coding, sales in 6 months, you'd be worth 10 times more. Carlos sat quietly. Everything he believed about hard work was wrong. So I've been wasting 2 years. No, Nina said gently. You've been surviving. Now you're ready to build. The transformation Nina gave Carlos a challenge. 6 months. Cut one job. Use those hours to learn one high-value skill. See what happens? Carlos was terrified. Cut a job. He'd lose money. But he was also desperate, so he did it. He quit food delivery, freed up 10 p.m. to midnight, 2 hours a night. He used those 2 hours to learn copywriting. Free YouTube videos. Practice. Writing every night. Month 1. Terrible writing. No results, but learning. Month 2. First freelance client. $50 for an email. Took him 3 hours. Not great, but proof. Month 3. 3 clients. $300 a week. 10 hours of work total. Month 4. 6 clients. $800 a week. 12 hours of work. Month 5. Carlos quit Uber. Focused only on copywriting and the warehouse job. Month 6. Carlos was making $4,000 a month from copywriting, working 20 hours a week total. 1 year later, Carlos quit the warehouse. Full-time copywriter, $6,000 a month, working 25 hours a week. Same person, same city, different approach. He stopped trading time for money, started trading value for money. It's the truth. 2 years after that Uber ride, Carlos ran into Nina at a coffee shop. You changed my life, he said. Nina smiled. No, you changed your direction. That changed your life. Carlos now teaches other people what Nina taught him. And the first thing he tells them, hard work is not enough. Hard work in the wrong direction is just exhausted failure. Hard work in the right direction, that's unstoppable. The message, if you're working hard but still broke, hear this. You're not lazy, you're not broken. You're just pointed in the wrong direction. Hard work matters, but only when it's aimed at something that compounds. Trading time for money has a ceiling. Building skills, systems, or value. No ceiling. Stop grinding harder. Start building smarter. Your move, call to action. Drop a comment. Are you working hard or working smart? One sentence, be honest. If this story made you rethink hard work, share it with someone grinding themselves into the ground. Subscribe for more stories that challenge what you think you know about success. Remember, hard work without direction is just exhaustion. Hard work with leverage is freedom. Choose your direction.